Did you know apple cider vinegar has been used for centuries as a traditional remedy for digestion, gut health, and appetite? Goli ACV gummies are packed with essential B vitamins B9 and B12 to help convert the food you eat into cellular energy. Vitamins B12 and B9 are the essential vitamins that support heart health and healthy nervous system, immune health, and so much more. I've been taking these for some time now. As you guys know, I've been trying to get into my health and my body to get ready for this wedding. Now, these taste delicious. I was a little nervous at first just because you hear apple cider vinegar and get a little scared, but I'm telling you, these are infused with a delicious flavor profile. There's no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or synthetic colors. They're vegan, gluten-free, and non-GMO. Go to go.goli.com/think and you will be brought straight to the checkout page with an amazing discount already applied. It can't get any easier than that. Once again, that's go.goli.com/think and make Goli part of your wellness routine today.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases.
Trying to get a little healthier, feel a little better, and have an easier time in the kitchen? We found the easiest way to do it all, and our secret is Hungry Root. Hungry Root is the easiest way to get fresh, high-quality food delivered to your door. They've got healthy groceries and simple recipes all in one place. You take a short, fun quiz, and Hungry Root will get to know you, your goals, and how you like to eat. Are you gluten-free? Do you like sweets? They'll keep it top of mind for you and start building your cart. Hungry Root will recommend groceries that they think that you'll love. Take their suggestions or choose what you want from fresh produce, high-quality meat and seafood, pantry staples, healthy snacks, sweets, and much more. Spend less time shopping and cooking and more time enjoying healthy food that you'll actually love with Hungry Root. Lately, I've been trying to just make healthy food and keto-style meals for our family, and using Hungry Root has made that so much easier on me. Right now, Hungry Root is offering Think Loud Crew listeners 30% off your first delivery and free veggies for life. Just go to hungryroot.com/think to get 30% off your first delivery and get your free veggies. That's hungryroot.com/think. Don't forget to use our link so they'll know that we've sent you. What's a part of your morning routine? Every morning, I like to wake up and use my Nutribullet to make a smoothie and get my day started. For those of you who are not familiar, Nutribullet is easy to use, easy to clean, and an affordable blender. Nutribullet has sold more than 60 million units worldwide, and once you use one, it's easy to see why. Clearly, I love mine because I would not be telling you guys if I didn't. With other blenders, cleanup can be a pain. Sometimes it might even feel like you need a dedicated cleanup crew after each use, and it makes you honestly not want to use it again. With Nutribullet, cleanup is truly hassle-free. The signature blending process transforms high-fiber fruits, veggies, nuts, seeds into silky, nutrition-dense smoothies that are easy to digest and absorb.
Blending your own smoothie at home makes it easy to customize ingredients, allowing you to add more veggies, fruits, or spices at a fraction of the cost.
The Nutribullet blender combo is the most versatile Nutribullet, allowing you to effortlessly switch between single-serve and full-size blending, which really is perfect because I'm a family of 4, and sometimes I want one and Ryder wants one, and Ace and Zach don't. For smoothies and protein shakes to savory soups and dips, the Nutribullet does it all. Go to Nutribullet.com and use promo code THINK for 20% off your order. Once again, that's Nutribullet.com and use promo code THINK for 20% off. If you don't have a Nutribullet in your kitchen, you're truly missing out.
Okay, y'all. Welcome to the Think Loud Crew podcast. We are 3 moms getting real with parenthood, relationships, and the WTF moments of our daily lives. My name is Kyle. I guess Shannon. I don't know what happened. We've got Shannon here.
She was singing through that.
And we've got a guest today, Miss Ryan Mykel Higgins. I don't know why I said your full name. We could just say Miss Ryan Higgins.
Might as well post my ID on here.
Oh, we're going to. So yes, it's Ryan Mykel. So I don't know if Shannon is with us. Shannon, are you with us? Y'all, we're trying to record this podcast so bad. We started off on Zoom. We're in three different locations. We can hear you. We're in three different locations. We were on Zoom and it was lagging. So now we're on Riverside.fm studio where we all look clear, but now we're having issues. But the thing is, I'm convinced that it's going to be okay because on Shannon's screen, it just says, it says still recording video at high quality. It says that the internet is weak, but don't worry, they're still recording at high quality. We'll see if it works. Shannon said I'm not.
and then she dips out. What happened?
She left. Oh, I feel like this is not supposed to happen right now. We've been trying to record this one episode for the last 3 days.
It's like an episode of Stranger Things, like she's in like the Upside Down.
I guess this is like what it's like having an audience in the room because Shannon can hear everything. We can't hear her. She definitely can hear everything. She's sending voice notes and she's cracking up. She said Parker decided to go camping while she's struggling. Parker's got all this camping gear in front of her. You can see Shannon's Ring camera. This is great. This is actually the most dysfunctional functional moment I've had today.
Oh
I'm gonna say
man.
today. This is great. I don't know, Ryan, if you just want to give us a quick snapshot of who you are so that we can like test this. And you can also talk, this also kind of fits into what you do in terms of production life. You can have a plan, you can have a checklist, you could think you have all the moving pieces being correct and everything. Everyone knows their role, their part, but then it's like when it comes to doing it, you're like, wait.
It's always that one thing. It's
Hold
always
up.
that one thing. I'm Ryan Mykel. I am 23 years old, born and raised in Los Angeles, California. I am a production coordinator / production manager from time to time for my mom's production company, Magic Lemonade. We're kind of the shit, if I do say so myself.
What is Pink Lemonade?
Yeah, and I started Magic Lemonade.
Oh, Magic Lemonade. Did
is
I
my
just say
mom's
Pink
production
Lemonade?
company. You did, but it's
Can
okay.
you tell us about Magic Lemonade? I'm sorry.
So Magic Lemonade is my mom's production company. It's owned and ran by a Black woman. We we do our best to predominantly hire Black people and people of color. Whether it's PAs, directors, camera ops, stagehands, we try to hire Black whenever possible because there's a good percentage of us in production, but we're so scattered, you don't really see predominantly Black productions out here. So we're making that happen.
That's cool. Are there any shows, like, is there something that what are things that Magic Lemonade has produced? Just so, like, as a frame of reference.
The big things that everybody would probably watch or have seen are Dave Chappelle's Netflix specials. When he got his Netflix deal, he pulled my mom on as his executive producer, so she produces all of Dave's stuff. We knocked out Mike Epps' production, his comedy special, Earthquakes. We have like 3 more in the works that are coming out this year. We do the Trumpet Awards on Bounce Network. Well, I think this is our last year doing it. We do the American Black Film Festival honors.
not to cut you off, but the Trumpet Awards, I feel like I recently learned about them through you, but I had never really heard about the Trumpet Awards before. Can you tell us what the Trumpet Awards are? Shannon also would like to know, what are the Trumpet Awards?
So the Trumpet Awards, it's an award show celebrating Black excellence. We um, celebrate Black humanitarians, Black artists. We do an in memoriam segment of influential Black people that have passed away in the past year. Um, it was mostly on the East Coast, and then they just brought it to the West Coast to film. So it films in the Dolby Theater, like with the like around the same time as like the
Oh,
Oscars
wow.
and stuff.
What does it
Um,
air? Like, where does it air? Where the awards air?
it's
That's how you say it?
it's on the Bounce Network,
Bounce
Bounce
Network.
TV.
That's why I haven't seen it, because I don't
Yeah,
know Bounce
but
TV.
it's pretty cool.
But I think that sounds cool. Like, I wish
Again, that's
I
like
had, when
really
I
East
first
Coast.
saw it, I was like, why don't we know about this? Because there was a lot of really good information from it. And like, there's just a lot of like richness and wealth within the Black community. And it was really cool because I was like, this is
Hmm.
what we need to see, especially on these large stages. Like, I was so confused because everyone's always talking about, the lack of diversity at like the Oscars or the Academy Awards and all these different award shows. And I wanted to say, but did you not know there's this whole show that is dedicated literally to us? And
And it's been on for like this. We just did the 30th anniversary this past year. So like it's been
crazy.
on.
I would have, yeah,
Like,
it's nothing new. It's just it's been totally downplayed, and I would say the mass, in the masses, the eye of the masses. There we go. So it'd be
but
interesting.
now looking at,
Why are they stopping the show?
well, it's not they're stopping. We're just not going to produce them anymore. So they'll have to hire
Got
another
it.
company to produce it.
Got it.
But what I've realized working now that I'm no longer doing PA work and I get to see pre, during, and post production, I realized that Bounce TV doesn't they don't really focus on promo, and that's their main issue. If they like, we didn't get promo material until maybe the day before,
Oh,
and
wow.
we made our own promo material to be like, hey, this is what we did, this is what we put on. We had 3 different BTS photographers on set, like just snapping pictures. Um,
Mhm.
it just they're not. I don't know if they're not really worried about it, or it's just something that they don't have somebody on their team doing. But we didn't get
I feel like
any promo
sometimes
information.
some networks, like when they have like a Black show or like Black features, um sometimes it's there just to fit a quota of saying, oh, we are, our station or our network has this amount of diversity, but that doesn't mean there's marketing dollars. That doesn't mean that there's
Hmm.
legit budgets. Like, sometimes it's just literally to say, oh, well, we did it. Like, oh no, we're just checking a box. I was gonna say that you miss a lot of gems and a lot of like good content there, because now that I'm even hearing that this has been going on for 30 years, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, literally,
Where?
I want to know if you have heard of the Trumpet Awards. Anyone, please say something. Like,
Like, it's really like I hear
we'll have
the
to.
older generation talk about the Trumpet Awards more than anything. Like our grandparents type of older generation.
I've never heard anyone, literally not a single person. My parents had never heard of it. Like, um, yeah, it was confused. I was confused because I was just like, wait, and I literally would not have known about it, and if I didn't know you.
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't have known about it if I wasn't collecting the check. I'm not gonna lie. Like I
so
didn't.
it's
I had
very
never heard of the Bounce
interesting.
Network before this.
Yeah, like I don't even know where you access the Bounce, like
Like I don't know if it's like a
Bounce
standard channel that just comes with.
bouncetv.com. I don't know, but I'm looking on here. You guys know how you go to a website and you're like, oh, like this is like, it's an actual website. Like someone's updating this website. Like it's not just a placeholder. Like this is a real website.
Okay.
It's got there's people on here that you recognize. There's there's sponsors on here. Like there's alcohol. You've got Geico, Capital One, like first look sponsored by Toyota. So it's not like, this is so interesting to me. Sorry, y'all. I'm just like literally mind blown because,
Yeah,
Black
but
people
of
stay doing
the
great things.
like award shows and specials that I've worked on, honestly, I could say iHeart and the Living Black special. They just started it 2 years ago, and we've done them.
Hmm.
We've produced them both years, and that's probably the first outside of the American Black Film Festival honors. iHeart is the first company that I've seen like really tap into what they want and who they want to celebrate. Like it's not a hey, this is your list from the network. Make sure that we get them on the schedule and let's knock them out. Wash our hands. We're done. It's it's like they actually come to us and
Mm.
brainstorm with us. Like, who do you guys think would be good to have on our platform to perform for us? And like they not only do they celebrate black artists, but they highlight black businesses. So each key
It's
artist
good.
that we choose has to choose a black business to celebrate. So we go and film inside that black business with the artist, and it's a whole segment. We get to interview the owner, um, see patrons coming in and out, and then depending on what type of establishment it is, like if it's a restaurant, the cook might or the chef, they might cook us a special dish that they don't even have on the menu, but they're just like, you have to try this. Like, and that's
Yeah,
pretty
I
cool. Like
like that.
it's like, and then
I like
and
it
then it's
because
not just in
it
LA.
helps build business up. Yeah, it helps build business up in like communities and just bringing foot traffic or people wanting to try new things by seeing it,
Mm-hmm.
I like that. It gives the locals opportunity to put other locals on, so to speak, or like their
Yeah,
little favorite spots, which not everybody's coming down certain alleys and streets, and they're not going to certain
checking it
parking
out.
lots to test foods yet in some areas. So it's our job, those who have platforms or voices or audiences, no matter how big or small, to always bring people into our world, I feel, or not bring them in, but to share
Uplift,
the
uplift
gifts
them.
that we have. Yeah. Yeah, and support those around us. So I'm really cool. I'm excited that you brought up the Trumpet Awards. Shanan thinks that is very mind blowing, and she thanks you for teaching us something new. Um, I feel so like I want Shanan to just pop back up. I'm like, where are you, Shanan?
Right? Like, come on.
We're missing Cheyenne today, but like, where is Shanan? No, it's so great. I just all of her voice notes that she's sending me right now are just pure laughter. So
I love it.
in this episode, I think we have to just drop in her laughter and it's like that laughter where you don't know if they're laughing or they're like laughing into a cry. This last one, like that's how deep it was. Like it was just
It
great.
was a true belly
It
laugh.
was such a great. It was a true belly laugh. Like she can listen, but she literally is just like not here.
I told you this is like she's in the upside down. Like
She's in the
it's like
upside
a
down.
Stranger Things
So we
episode.
have a lot of people who are really like, what is the reality of doing a podcast? this is the reality. There are technical
Yes, I hear.
difficulties. There are scheduling difficulties. There's moments where you have to try a new technology because the one you've been using is now, you know, not up to par. And as my good friend Shanan is saying, it ain't easy. It is not easy at all. It's been an uphill battle. We've had to learn new technology. We've had to learn how to record in different ways. We've had to learn how to send large files, and we've tried lots of different platforms, whether it's like Google Drive or like a WeTransfer, Dropbox, Zoom. Now we're on Riverside.fm, and we're going to see how this one goes. I'm very curious. Like, I want to have faith in it, but at the same time, I'm like, where's Shanan?
The
So yes,
platform that
doing a
we
podcast is
predominantly,
not easy, but it's worth it at the same time. And it's a journey, as Shanan says. But know what I love about doing? Shanan is right here. You sure are right here, Shanan. Shanan is right here. She's texting me going right here in all caps.
I
One
love it.
thing that motivates me to keep doing the podcast, and I get motivated by the people around me. Ryan is one of those people that motivates me to keep going because Ryan is always like on the go. And when I say on the go, Ryan is about her whatever mission she's on in life, she's on it. She sticks to it. She works hard, she's creative, and I feel like you're not reinventing yourself, but like you're honing your skills. Like you're getting
Yeah.
better at being yourself, if that makes any kind of, I try
I
and be a better
stopped,
version of myself.
yeah, well, I stopped trying to cater to what I felt like I should like present myself as. Like I find myself falling into my mom's shadow a lot of the time. So I told her like on set, I'm like, don't take this as disrespect. I even wrote it in like an essay for like a college class. Like I am more than my mother's daughter. And she like kind of took it back, like, what does that mean? I was like, I'm at the end of the day, yes, I'm your daughter, but I'm still me. Like, and when I walk into rooms, I don't want the first thing out of somebody's mouth to be like, oh, there goes Ricky's daughter. Like, no, there goes Ryan. Ryan earns her own. She puts in her time. She's
Yeah.
been at every position. Like, I've worked my way up to where I am now, and I take it as disrespect when people ask me like, well, how'd you get this job? Like, I worked for it. How did you get this job? Because you're not working. Like, okay.
That's true.
Trying to get a little healthier, feel a little better, and have an easier time in the kitchen? We found the easiest way to do it all, and our secret is Hungry Root. Hungry Root is the easiest way to get fresh, high-quality food delivered to your door. They've got healthy groceries and simple recipes all in one place. You take a short, fun quiz, and Hungry Root will get to know you, your goals, and how you like to eat. Are you gluten-free? Do you like sweets? They'll keep it top of mind for you and start building your cart. Hungry Root will recommend groceries that they think that you'll love. Take their suggestions or choose what you want from fresh produce, high-quality meat and seafood, pantry staples, healthy snacks, sweets, and much more. You're not just getting your weekly grocery haul. You can shop thousands of simple recipes that actually put your food to use. The best part is everything that Hungry Root offers follows a simple standard. It's gotta taste good, be quick to make, and contains whole, trusted ingredients. Spend less time shopping and cooking and more time enjoying healthy food that you'll actually love with Hungry Root. Lately, I've been trying to just make healthy food and keto-style meals for our family, and using Hungry Root has made that so much easier on me. Right now, Hungry Root is offering Think Loud Crew listeners 30% off your first delivery and free veggies for life. Just go to hungryroot.com/think to get 30% off your first delivery and get your free veggies. That's hungryroot.com/think. Don't forget to use our link so they'll know that we've sent you. What's a part of your morning routine? Every morning, I like to wake up and use my Nutribullet to make a smoothie and get my day started. For those of you who are not familiar, Nutribullet is easy to use, easy to clean, and an affordable blender. Nutribullet has sold more than 60 million units worldwide, and once you use one, it's easy to see why. Clearly, I love mine, because I would not be telling you guys if I didn't. With other blenders, cleanup can be a pain. Sometimes it might even feel like you need a dedicated cleanup crew after each use, and it makes you honestly not want to use it again. With Nutribullet, cleanup is truly hassle-free. The signature blending process transforms high-fiber fruits, veggies, nuts, seeds into silky, nutrition-dense smoothies that are easy to digest and absorb.
Blending your own smoothie at home makes it easy to customize ingredients, allowing you to add more veggies, fruits, or spices at a fraction of the cost.
The Nutribullet blender combo is the most versatile Nutribullet, allowing you to effortlessly switch between single-serve and full-size blending, which really is perfect because I'm a family of 4, and sometimes I want one and Ryder wants one, and Ace and Zach don't. For smoothies and protein shakes to savory soups and dips, the Nutribullet does it all. Go to Nutribullet.com and use promo code THINK for 20% off your order. Once again, that's Nutribullet.com and use promo code THINK for 20% off. If you don't have a Nutribullet in your kitchen, you're truly missing out.
Ryan, can you tell us again how old you are?
I'm 23.
Will you tell us 23? And then Shannon says, yes, you are your own beautiful person. Yes, all caps. But do you know kind of like how old you were when you got to that point where you made the realization like you are not just your mother's daughter, but like you are your own person? Like, how did you get there? I think as a young person, that is an easy thing to struggle with, or sometimes break out of that mold or that shadow, or separate yourself from whatever certain pressures may be. How did you get to that realization that you're your own person?
Well, my brother, watching him go on to sets, and the first thing out of his mouth is, "Oh, Ricky's my mom. Ricky's my mom," and just seeing how people look at him and the way that they treat him. It's never with any disrespect, but you can tell they don't trust him. They don't trust him. The level of respect that he has, it wasn't earned. It's just given because of who he comes from. So like I just started telling my mom, I was like, stop introducing me as your daughter when we walk into rooms. Like just kind of let people find out on the back end. And she couldn't understand why. And now that we have a better work relationship and a better personal relationship at the end of the day, it almost seems like she's more proud to tell people I'm her daughter, and not just hey, look out for my kid, because she knows I can stand 10 toes in whatever I want to do. So like now when she tells people, like people will be like, oh, like I love Ryan, she's cool, da, 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 da. And she goes, oh, that's my daughter. And everybody goes, oh my God, now I love her even more because I already
Now I
started.
see it.
and oh my gosh, it makes sense. Like then I like it almost feels like a puzzle. Like you don't want to pull a puzzle out of the box fully done. You want to be able to put it together yourself, and that's kind of
Put
what
it
I feel like
together.
I'm doing with my career. So it's like
That's cool. I like that.
so often everybody's like, oh, I got that corner. Like, yeah, we about to move up the side. Like we're about to move over. We got a complete puzzle now. Let's move on to the next one. That's how I feel with every project.
I like that. I like that. Shannon likes that. She also thinks it's awesome that you found that at a very young age, and that's very mature. I agree, Shannon. There's a lot of things where, like, so Ryan to me is also like a little sister. Little backstory: Ryan used to live across the street from my parents, and she adopted us. We adopted her. Like, and we were just one day we're like, we belong to each other forever. We're family. That was over a process of years. That was just like the short version. But it's literally been years, and we've seen each other grown in different ways. We've seen each other in different stages of our lives, personally, mentally, family wise. Like we have our own like shared world, but we've also like been able to like dip into each other's worlds as well. Not just where
like
we come
like,
together, which I think is beautiful.
It's almost like having like multiple outer body experiences. Like you're in your
Ooh.
own world and everything happens, but then you're also able to be like, yeah, that's happening, but like let me just take a step back. What are you doing?
I'm in,
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
like oh
it
wow,
is.
let's just take a little bit of that.
But it's been cool to see you grow up. And sometimes I forget how much younger you are because of due to the conversations that we are able to have. And I would say like some of the life lessons that you've already had or picked up on, or some your thought mentality, your thought process at times is very like, this is where I am, but your head is still on a swivel, like, and you know what's going on behind you. Like you're very aware, you're very mindful. Like, but at the same time, you're very
Like I had to
chill, like
learn at
you're
a
about
young
your business.
age, like I had to learn at a young age, like, you know, one, you can't control everything that happens in your life no matter how much you try, but you also have to take things and people for what they are. Like the more that you try to like yes, we have control over our lives, but we really don't at the same time. Like
Not at
you just
all.
have to
I'm
it
laughing.
is
Hold
what
on,
it
because
is.
Shannon thought you were at least 26.
Mentally I feel like
We
I'm at
say,
least like
nah,
27,
Shannon.
28.
Yeah, like in my mind, Ryan's like 26, 27. But it's funny because Cheyenne and I will be quick to be like, come on, Ryan, let's go. Like, I think we both
And now that I'm of age and I
forget
can like
how
really
old
go
you
places.
really are. Oh, yeah. When Ryan was underage, it'd be like, whatever, Ryan.
Ugh,
But can you drive me
all
here,
right, little
maybe?
child.
Like,
Right. My designated
literally,
driver, that's what
little
I was.
child. It went from like,
Oh,
Ryan, what are you doing? Like, to, yeah, can you drive me here to, hey, hey,
hey
pull up,
sis.
let's work on stuff. But it's also like, we like, Ryan, like I already mentioned, you're very creative. Like, Ryan has showed up in so many ways with creativity, whether it is for a logo, an outfit. She helped make my whole a whole outfit for Boz and Messier for Father's Day. I'll get a picture so we can insert that in here. So if you guys want a really cool sweatshirt, a custom sweatshirt, or what is it, sweatpants with
Custom suit.
patches, yeah, custom suits.
And you
Ryan's
know
really
what
good
else?
at it.
I found
Like,
out I can get custom patches from my patch guy in embroidery or chenille. So I'm really like
really?
about to yeah.
Oh, so we should actually talk about doing like a Think Loud crew patch. I
Like
would
it
like
could
a
be
patch
cool
of
to
like
do it
my little
across the chest and then have
signature.
our names in the back.
Interesting, yeah. That would be cool. Huh. We'll have to talk about that. We'll have to talk about that. Shannon said super cute. Can you make me something? Flame, flame, flame.
Yeah.
I need flames on the screen right now. Flame, flame, flame. Yes,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Shannon, I'll
send her
send you
pictures
pictures of
of Boz's outfit too. Because I love it. I love it. I think it's great. It's a
and
little hot right
I found a
now.
vendor
We're
where
in
I can
DC
get
right now, and it's hot.
kid suits.
Shannon said, "Not flame, flame, flame,
Yes, super hot fire.
flame, flame, flame." Oh my gosh! Back to being young. I would say under 25 and 28. What year are we? 2022. What is it like? Are you dating? What is it like dating nowadays? Do you live on your own? Asked by Shannon. Like, what's the deal? What is it like in the life of Ryan?
Um uh my a lot of my work takes up a lot of my time, so I'm really at like a no bullshit moment in my life. I feel like it takes a lot of girls my age to get to. Like I just don't take no shit. Like if you're wasting my time, I make too much money for you to waste my time. So either you gotta step up to the plate or you gotta go. So you gotta decide which lane you're gonna be in. And you could easily get
She's
knocked
so
off the roster and
serious.
replaced. It is what it is. But I live by myself. Like I live by myself. I pay my own rent. I pay all my own bills. I mean, I send my dad money to pay for my phone bill, but at the end of the day, I still pay that bill by myself. I have a dog. It's like my child at this point. Just be doing shit. But yeah, I just no. Currently, I don't have anybody that I'm dating, but it's also not something that I find myself searching for or being like, oh my god, I wish I had a man. Oh my god, I wish I had somebody to come over. Oh my god, because men. Well, first of all, men are annoying. They're so annoying. And the second, it's like it just right now it just all seems like a waste of time to me. Like I have bigger goals in my life. Like I'm trying to own my own house. Like I'm tired of paying somebody else's mortgage right now. I want to own my own
Yeah.
house. I have a car. Like I'm trying to go get my Benz truck. Like I have certain goals that I have set for myself that I don't have time to really deal with nobody and their shit on top of me dealing with my own shit. So.
Pause. Moment for Shanan. You tell them, sis. That was from Shanan. You tell them, sis. And she was saying, hell yeah, they are. Talking about men being annoying. Like, yeah.
Yes. Like,
Yeah.
and like,
Well, I think I love it. I need all our young listeners to tune in to this and like get on their game, like you, Ryan, because we get a lot of like stories sometimes, or hear just, I feel like the other side to being like a young girl who's looking for love or in this relationship's not necessarily healthy for them, or don't want to do what they want to do in life, and they just kind of seem like their direction is a little, they need direction. Whereas I feel like you have
so we're also
goals,
in a
you,
society of
even
picky.
if you're not even
So
sure what you're, yeah, that, that as well. Like I like how you said I make too much money for you to even waste my time. I remember one time Ryan told me how much he made in a weekend for like a job, and I was like, "What? You make that? That's what you're making?" Like, I w- I went home and I was like, I looked up sites, jobs, and like different production PA jobs, and I was like,
I
I ain't
make
doing
my
this
rent
shit.
in
But
a
I was
week.
like, this is cool. Like, like this is cool, and your work
Like,
seems like
don't get me wrong.
enjoyable. Like it's hard work, it's laborious. Like you have to show up and do your stuff, but it's out of all the things to do, like you still get to pick and choose what you do, and what you're doing is not, you know, a difficult pick. I would,
Right.
I, from my perspective. Oh, this is a really great question. Shanan would like to know, how do you manage, like, do you manage your money well as a young adult? Like, how do you go about your money? And do you have, like, are you saving? Are you just spending?
Um,
Is this something that
Currently,
you would like to get better with?
well, since I haven't had like a actual production like job right now for the past since like May or no, I wasn't
Hmm.
working in May either, so April. So like 2 months. And I
April.
just noticed that I have a spending addiction. And it's really bad. So
I
it's
could have
I find
told you
myself
you
having to
had
hit
a spending addiction. You like to buy things.
okay, I've always known it, but like now it's like, all right, you're doing a lot. Calm
I
down.
don't think necessarily. Let's rewind it a little bit. Shannon saying because you have a good job and goals. She was asking, do you manage your money? Let me tell you a little
No.
something. Ryan is like all of us other. You're a little spoiled. You like your nice things. You like the new stuff. This is like, you
Yes.
like stuff. You've got some really cool headphones on. Like, you keep up your, you're living a good life. You like to eat, you like to cook, so I know you're making those checks, but you're also like,
Spending them just as fast as
you're
they come in.
you're
But
moving and shaking. Like your dog is eating
okay,
well,
I okay,
you always have you're dressed nice.
when I have my consistent income, like okay, I know come like mid July, I'll be starting back on the production, and it's not just going to be one production. It's going to be like three or four at a time. that's 4 different checks that I'm getting all at the same time. But when I have a consistent form or consistent source of income, I have my credit union set up to where, since I get paid on a weekly basis, and that's also my problem, I just know it's going to come back the next week. But when I get paid on a weekly basis,
Got it.
I automatically have like a set amount come from my checkings into my savings. So it's like I don't even see it. As soon as my check clears, it takes it out and I don't have to worry about it, don't have to see it. But my problem is that when I open up my phone and I look, like, go into my accounts, I can see my checking, my savings account, and I'm able to just transfer money from my savings back into my checkings at the click of a button. So it like works, but it doesn't.
You're like,
But
I'm
like
saving,
this,
but then I'm like, oh, I've got some cushion. Let me just do this real
let me
quick.
just slob it up real quick. But no, so it's
So is this common
these past
for
couple months of
production
just
jobs?
to get paid on a weekly basis.
I was gonna not to get paid on a weekly basis. That's cool, but is it common to where they're choppy, like it doesn't always overflow? It's not like you're going from one job into another. Like is it you're working a job and then
Mm,
how does that work?
Not necessarily, but COVID and the respiking of COVID and different variants and all that stuff has really messed up a lot of our productions. Like at the top of this year, I was literally supposed to have a production every single month of this year, and that's in my brain. That's what I was counting on. So then I had that 2 month break, and I actually had to dip into my little bit of savings that I had to pay my rent, to pay bills, to get groceries for myself, gas in my car, which is ridiculous. Um,
Yeah.
so it's right now it's choppy, but it can be consistent. It just depends on what you're working on and what industry you're working on. So like I do more specials and things that won't take me 4 months to do. Like if you're working on a movie, you're working at least 6 months, like depending on what type of movie you're filming. But when you're doing specials, you maybe work like maybe a month or two, maybe 3, depending on how much pre-production there is, how many weeks that you need to spend filming, and how much post. Like, and your different titles affect how long you're going to be on a project for that amount of time. Like, yes, I'm involved in post during and pre during and post, but I may only have 2 weeks of pre-production, a week of filming, and then 2 weeks after. Just like a month and some change. But like
Got
my
it.
mom, on
Interesting.
the other hand, she's constantly having Zoom meetings. She's constantly accepting or rejecting projects, and her schedule is absolutely insane. I mean, I can't wait to get there, but
Yeah.
at the same time, I can
I
because
feel like she's one of those people that like has like a split universe where that she has her like her present, but she's like constantly working in the future, if that makes
yeah,
sense. Like her calendar is different than our calendar. Like where
oh,
we may
most
be working on
definitely,
something for next year, she's working on something that it's like, what? You're in the second quarter or the third quarter of 2023 already?
no,
Like
literally, like
oh,
when I tell you
but literally that's how it
she's told me multiple times, like, Ryan, I'm booked up for the rest of the year. I was like, okay, what about next year?
yeah.
Oh, shit, we moving into 3 months into that. Like, okay. I mean, that's cool for me because I know, cool, we got checks coming. But at the same time, it doesn't give,
Yes.
she has to mentally make time for herself. Like,
Yes.
sometimes she just is like, I'm not hopping on Zoom meetings today. I'm not checking my email. I'm going off the grid. But her version of going off the grid is like, I'm just not going to answer that Zoom call. It's like, okay, but you're still checking your email. And she's like, she'll text me like, Ryan, I got down to 100 emails. What? She's like, this is a win because it was at 600 this morning. Like, what? What? What is
See, I
happening right
wish I
now?
need mine. I have so much spam on mine. Like, I wish I could just start all over or merge everything into one email and get all the spam because there's like 15,000 unopened, just like bullshit on one account. And I have multiple accounts. So I'm kind of jealous of her. Does she
And
ever,
she's
Shannon
also
would like
like
to know if she
OCD.
ever takes, oh, really?
Yeah, so it's
Ah,
like it bothers her seeing all those numbers. So she's like, let me just get through it real quick. Let me just knock it out. And then as soon as she hits 0, it's like, and here's
she's got
50
to get it
more.
out. Yeah. Does she ever take vacations for herself or like, um, yeah, Shannon likes to know if she ever takes vacations for herself or just kind of checks out that way.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Sometimes it'll. She always tries to take August off because her birthday is August 3rd, but that doesn't normally end up happening. No matter how many times she says it's going to, she might take like a week trip in August, but like she's always like, oh, I'm taking the month of August off. No, you're not. It's okay though. Me and
Yeah,
Kylie are gonna
she's
hold you
busy.
down,
She's working.
but
Do you want to get up to that level of like responsibility and just that deep in the cut when it comes to production and producing shows? Is that like a goal of yours?
it is a
Or
goal
like
of
what
mine.
are your production
Um,
goals? Hmm.
right now, I'm trying to decide if I want to start like directing a little bit because I do enjoy being behind the camera, but not like manning a camera, but just telling that camera where it should be pointed
Hmm.
and how they should shoot certain things. Um, I, but ultimately, I want my mom to slip her shoes off so I can slip my feet into them. Like I want her
Fire.
to like.
That's
That's why I
dope.
tell people on set all the
That's a lot
time,
of
and they're
work.
like, "What does that mean?" I was like, "I mean, we could work together for a while. That's not a problem. We could both. I could be a co-EP for her.
Yeah,
But the minute that she's like, all right, I'm done. This is it. I want to
I'm
be able to just
ready.
slip her shoes on and keep it rolling. And hopefully by then, her company will be at a point where all I have to do is yay or nay stuff, and it's not like I have to be mentally present in every single project that we work, but we have made and created what should be
Yeah.
like little Rickies. Like where, okay, I
Yep.
know
Yeah. So Shannon
I can
said
leave
this
them
is
on
why
set.
you do not have time for bullshit. Shannon was
Like
saying
I
this
got a
is
whole lot
this
to
is why you
learn.
don't have time for bullshit. Like you literally you and time for these dumb knuckleheads. No time for any of that. You see something, you're doing the work, you're progressing, you see it in your positions and your earnings and your responsibilities. And it's nice because it's not just someone placing you here at the top and just saying here will make you from up here, but you're learning I don't know if
Yeah,
it's every position, but you're learning a lot of
pretty
different
much.
positions, and I think that is what makes some of the most successful business people in their industry is they have to start at the bottom and learn, and that way when you get to these higher positions you not only know how to
Do everything,
not
but
only
you
are
can
you,
respect
great
everybody below
job,
you.
but you know how to do, yes, you know how to do everything. You know how to, if there's a problem, you know how to most likely mitigate that problem. You're not sitting here talking about, wait, what do you do? Well, how do we, who do you need to respond? No, you're able to jump in and be like, hey, you do this, get that there. Like you'll have a different,
Mindset when it comes to running
level,
stuff.
I think, of yeah, you'll be in the trenches with the people, point blank period, which is what I see that in you, which I think is great.
Did you know apple cider vinegar has been used for centuries as a traditional remedy for digestion, gut health, and appetite? Goli ACV gummies are packed with essential B vitamins, B9, and B12 to help convert the food you eat into cellular energy. Vitamins B12 and B9 are the essential vitamins that support heart health and healthy nervous system, immune health, and so much more. I've been taking these for some time now. As you guys know, I've been trying to get into my health and my body to get ready for this wedding. Now, these taste delicious. I was a little nervous at first just because you hear apple cider vinegar and get a little scared, but I'm telling you, these are infused with a delicious flavor profile. There's no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or synthetic colors. They're vegan, gluten-free, and non-GMO. Go to go.goli.com/think and you will be brought straight to the checkout page with an amazing discount already applied. It can't get any easier than that. Once again, that's go.goli.com/think and make Goli part of your wellness routine today.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases.
It's time to ditch the chemicals with Caraway's Home's non-toxic cookware and bakeware collections so you can make healthier cooking a piece of cake. My daughter loves to cook with me, and I love knowing that I'm cooking with Caraway's non-toxic kitchenware. It's also designed for the modern home and features a chemical-free ceramic coating so food can be prepared with peace of mind that no hard-to-pronounce compound will leach into your healthy ingredients. The bakeware set has an assortment of non-toxic baking essentials every modern kitchen needs, so you can get to baking goods without any of the bads. The non-toxic, easy cooking, and eco-friendly is what sold me completely. I love Caraway so much. Over 25,000 people have raved about their Caraway kitchen, and now it's time for you to try it yourself. Visit carawayhome.com/think to take advantage of this limited time offer for 10% off your next purchase. This deal is exclusive for our listeners, so visit carawayhome.com/think or use code THINK at checkout. Caraway, non-toxic cookware made modern.
I tell my head of production all the time, because he always jokes like, Ryan, you're going to be running stuff soon. I just see it. I was like, yeah, and when I get a raise, you get a raise, so what's the problem? But I told him, I was like, I want to be able to learn every position and not necessarily like grips and stage hands and lighting guys that they're just super hands-on with stuff, and I don't really plan on going that route or ever pursuing doing that and building stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like I talked to Jeff Ravitz, he's a lighting producer, lighting tech guy that we use a lot, and I watch him and see how he lights certain things because he lights Black people very, very well, which is sometimes really hard for people to do. So I learned from Jeff, and me and Jeff will sit there and talk about what looks cool, why it doesn't work, and stuff like that.
Crazy. I would have.
Like it's wild, but like I've taught myself how to use Final Cut, but I can also sit in the editing bay and watch somebody else do it and learn some more. So I told him, I was like, I want to be able to be that person. Like, I don't want to come off like an asshole, but I tell people all the time, I said, everybody's replaceable. Even me. I'm sitting here talking on my mom's set, I'm easily replaceable. But if as somebody's boss, me telling you that you're easily replaceable is not me being a dickhead and here do your job. But it's like, if I'm able to do your job, you should be able to do your job too. Why aren't you doing it? And if you can't do it, move over, because then I'm just going to do it and I'm going to get it done because this project is getting out regardless of if you say it is or not. That's not your say so. I'm going to go do it, or I'm going to find somebody that could do it better than I can, probably for less of a price than you want to do it for. And we're just going to get the ball rolling and keep it pushing. So like I tell, well, now that I have firing power on certain levels, like I tell my PAs, I was like, I can get another one of you in a day, maybe by the same day, depending on what time it is. Huh? Was it so disrespectful? I was like, it's not, because why are you, as a PA, I feel uncomfortable sitting down. I still take PA jobs. Like, I don't knock the PA hustle. I still go out and get it.
I feel uncomfortable sitting down. That's true. Why are you sitting down?
Like,
shouldn't you be doing something?
Why are you sitting here laughing in my face? What's funny? Because I'm hearing on the walkie The art department still hasn't got their supplies that we got for them 30 minutes ago, and they've been sitting in this production office with you. Get up, run them, and then
Yeah,
the
why
only
are you
time you should
sitting here?
come in
That's real
and
talk.
be like, oh, I'm tired, is you're on your hour break for lunch. If anything, you should be walking around departments. Do you
Real
guys
talk.
need help? Do you guys need help? I shouldn't see my PAs.
Yeah,
But if
even
I
if you're
start seeing
not
them,
busy,
like
just find something to do.
I was in Detroit filming this this guy, I hired this guy as a PA. He was a recommendation from my production manager at the time. And
Mm-hmm.
he came on and he just was complaining. I was like, you the main one complaining and you're the slowest worker. How does that work? Huh? What are you talking about? I said, you always have something to say. Like you don't understand the English that's coming out of our mouths. We say it slower for you. We try to walk you through it. We'll walk through it with you. And it's just not what's not clicking. And I was like, I hate to sound like an asshole, but like what something it's not firing right in your brain because we've told you multiple times. We have to continue telling you you're grown as hell. You're older than me. Like you need to be on it. And at the end of his first day, I was like, this was a great, like, thank you for coming out. We appreciate your help. We will not need you for the rest of this run. And I had him replaced the next day. And he texted me like, Ryan, I hope it's not something that I did. Huh? I told you multiple times what the issue was and you couldn't fix it. I'm not going to give you a whole nother day to mess up our production and may slow stuff down.
Like before, I feel like I could have been resonated more with your state of mind in that position. But now that I'm older and I'm learning new things and like having to revamp myself, I sometimes feel like younger people look at me like, this old person like didn't get it the first time but it's do you think that affects your industry or like the people, kind of might from this story it kind of sounds like it might, but just like the difference of the younger versus the older, do you think that has anything to play?
My issue with him also is if this wasn't your first PA job, like I have sympathy, I have compassion for people that are like, this is my first PA job and I didn't know. Like, okay, that's fine. We can teach you. Regardless of how old you are, you just didn't know. It's something that you didn't know. That's cool. But you have to let somebody know that. If you're just trying to run off the whim and winging it is not going to work. It's okay to ask for help. But this was not his first PA
honest.
run.
Yeah.
He had been a PA on multiple jobs. I was like, so if this is the type of work you're doing, I don't want you working for me. Like, this is, no. So I was like, you claim that you're this great PA, but I don't see what you're claiming to be. And I've tried to work with you, and this day has been a headache for me. But I don't mind teaching people what they don't know. But if you're not going to ask for the help and you're just going to try to wing it, it's not going to end well for you. But that's with any position, though. Yeah. You got to ask for help. What about
for someone who, yeah, you do. I agree with that. What about for someone who is interested in getting into production? Do you have any words of advice for them? Any encouragement? Are there certain websites that they can go look on? Like, how does one go about finding production work?
The easiest position to slide into production, and actually I feel like is the best way to network, is through PA jobs. But you have to go in with a shield on your heart. You cannot take what people say to you. Like, you have to have some tough skin because people are rude. They treat you like bottom of the barrel because if you look at it like a totem pole, technically you are at the bottom of that totem pole. But certain people, they get into forms of power and they let that power get to their head. You can't let them overstimulating their ego. You can't let that get to you. Like, you just got to know, like, okay, I see what's going on here. They haven't, either they never were in a PA position, people treated them poorly in a PA position and they think it's okay, like that's what you're supposed to do now that you have PAs working for you. Or there's sometimes people are just shitty. But either way, regardless of what it is, you can't
when you
take
say
it to heart.
PAs for production assistant?
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to clarify because I know But back in the day, I used to be like personal assistant, and they were like, "No, production assistant, sis.
No, man.
Get it
Yep. So
together.
production assistant.
Get it
There's
together."
sets do not run without PAs. So there's always going to be an opening or position for a PA, and you show up to work, you get your work done, and you're a hard worker, and not just like, well, I did what they told me to do, but like you knock out your list of tasks, and then you go around and see what else people need help with. People note that, and you'll get signed for another job. You'll get hired for another job just off the strength of I like the way you work. Like I had another person I hired in Detroit as a PA. I had her down in the um, media room where they have all the audio guys were down there with their boards. They have monitors so they can see what's going on stage. She actually does audio work outside of being a production assistant. So she was down there helping audio guys with their cables, plugging stuff in, and they've been flying her out from Detroit to work in LA off the art department. And just off, but it's just like little stories like that, little success stories like this shows you how much PAs contribute to sets. They literally cannot run without them.
That's good.
But it's a great way to network
That's
because
good to know.
you'll get sent to every single department for the most part. And even if you're just sitting in the production office, departments come to the production office looking for people and certain like things like, oh, you guys have paper clips, like just people come to the production office, period. It's like the home base of set. So if you work hard, you'll meet a lot of people, and then people people will ask you like, hey, what do you want to do? Like, what's your end goal? Because I see that you're working hard as a PA, but like, you just want a PA for the rest of your life, or you have something else that you want to do, and they'll sit there and talk with you about what you might want to do, and then they'll do whatever in their power to help you get to where you want to go. So it's PA is a great network tool. You can just literally look up on Google like production assistant jobs in my area, or there's Staff Me Up, which is a good website. Sometimes they have LinkedIn postings, but people post everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all over social media. So if you just type in production assistant jobs in my area,
They're
you'll
out
find
there.
something. Now, if you just think
Yeah,
that,
it kind of seems
oh,
like
I'm
it's
just
one of
gonna
those
jump
things
in,
where once you get in that world, also it's like people will tell you about different things. Like they'll kind of pull you along and be like, "Oh, this is the next gig I'm doing," or like, "Did you sign up or did you look,
like I tell
look
people,
out
it's
whatever." So,
the entertainment industry
okay,
in a
cool.
whole with production, music, everything. It's a big ass spider web. Once you're in, you're in, and the only way that you get cut out of something is the way that you act, your attitude towards certain things, and how easily, not necessarily manageable, but how you get along with other people. Like if you're difficult to work with, regardless of how well you work, nobody wants to work with you because you're an issue on set. But if you get along with
Yeah.
most people and like, but you being a difficult person to work with is also not going to stop you from getting hired, but you're not going to get hired for as many projects as you think that you are. Like, and I find a lot of people that come in like, well, I just want to direct,
Like
and they only look for director jobs with no credits.
I'm the
You're an asshole because you
director.
already come to set with this entitlement of I'm the director, cut, action, I don't want that. Nobody knows you. Like, how about you introduce yourself first? Hi, I'm Ryan. Nice to meet you. Like,
Yeah.
I was like,
I kind of get that too sometimes. Like there's been times where
I
we've
don't
like
get it.
filmed and someone would
But
come over and be like, "Oh, I'm the so and so." And I want to say, "Okay."
like, I'm sorry, was I supposed to bow down and kiss your feet? Not happening. Like it's on times like that, it's like my
Have
entitlement
fun.
of my mom signs everybody's checks on set clicks in because it's like you don't even know who you're talking to. Okay, you're so and so and you do what? Okay, cool. I'd be quick to go home like, hey, mom, you know that director? Hey, mom, you know that so-and-so? They're rude. And, like, my mom's protocol on set is everybody has to be nice. Like, she don't care if you have an attitude, nothing. She's like, just be kind. That's all she says. Just be kind to people, regardless of however they're feeling towards you, however they're treating you, just be kind to people. I'm struggling with learning it, but it's a slow learning process that's happening. But like I told my mom, there's this I was on this project, I was doing Black Pack special for the CW network. And there's this one lady from the art department who just really got beside herself. And first of all, our department was way over their budget and they had one of our business credit cards. So I was like, you know what? You guys are cut. Give me the credit card back. Don't purchase nothing else. If anything, y'all just need to be returning to get back below that line. And so I was like, you have the credit card? The lady said, yeah. I said, all right, I need that. She was like, well, we have to do returns today. I said, bro, it's like 4:00. Y'all aren't returning nothing. She was like, well, we have to do returns this weekend, and we can't get you the card back until, I think she said like Monday, but we had another project, like this was on like a Thursday or a Friday. We had another project on, like we were leaving out of state for Sunday. And I was like, give me the card. Like, what are you talking about? She's, well, do you guys want your money back or do you want the card back? I was like, I just walked away. I was like, I can't. I'm not about to engage in this conversation with you because that's not your credit card. What are you doing? Like, what is wrong with you? And I was like, all right, bro, just give me the card, call it a day. She's like, no, come have a conversation with me. No, you're rude. I'm not talking with you about shit. I'm just gonna go tell my mom once we wrap out of here. Hey, that girl over there, our department, tell whoever hired her, don't hire her again. I don't want to see her on set again. What's the problem? She's rude. She's been rude over email for the past 2 weeks that we've been on email chains. Now she's rude in person. I know she's going to be rude in post. It's a pattern. I see it. And then we got into it again at the wrap. And I was like, you know what? This is it for you. And then they hired her again on a project. But I don't think my mom knew until we got there. And the end of the project, she tried to apologize because she knew that was her last time working with us. And I was like, girl, save your apology. I don't want it. Your time to apologize was when you were really jumping out your body and talking out the side of your neck. Yeah, my first time meeting you. That was your time to apologize. But no, you want to stand 10 toes and being rude? Let's stand in it. Own it.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed our guest today, Ryan. We had technical difficulties. My laptop died. We were excited to have her. And don't worry, we still got a WTF moment / words of advice for you.
Hey, TLC fam. As you can see, we had a tad bit of technical problems and my recording got deleted. But that was our amazing guest, Ryan, who we love and adore. My WTF is that Parker is obsessed with freaking Teslas, okay? And so one day I decided my best friend has one of my really good friends has a Tesla. So we picked him up from school in her Tesla. And ever since then, it just heightened to another level. So now every time we're in the car, it's Tesla talk. Mom, what Tesla you want? Teslas. So it's a WTF because I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, can you please stop talking about Teslas and asking me what Tesla I'm going to get or when I'm going to get a Tesla? Because, boy, your mom is over here being an independent woman and working 50 million jobs just trying to live the lifestyle I want to live and for you, boy. So it's just a WTF. And I'm like, I just can't hear enough about Teslas. And if you live out here in Cali, you know how many Teslas are around each freaking corner. So every corner we turn, he's like, Mom, that's a Model S and a Model Y and a Model 3 and all these different types of models that I'm just learning and all the types of stuff. So that's my WTF of the week. Some words of advice that I have to give. Accept things for what they are. Whether it's people, just
things that are happening in your life, period, obstacles are going to be thrown and come into your life at any point, whether you're at rock bottom or you're at the top of the peak, like you just at the top of that mountain living life. Obstacles are going to come. The minute that you start to try to manipulate an obstacle instead of figuring out how to move around it, you're done. You're just going to forever be in a spiral and a loop that you just can't figure out, why can't I get out of this? Because the obstacle is not meant to be manipulated. You're meant to get over it or around it. So figure it out.
I don't really have a WTF this week, but I do have some words of advice. One thing that I've really learned over these last couple of years and that Ryan really reminds me of is you are responsible for your own life and to work hard and stay humble. And no matter what you do, just keep going and always be kind. Thank you all for tuning in to the Think Loud Crew podcast this week. Sorry about our technical difficulties. It's just one of the realities we face at doing a podcast remotely. Pretty soon we'll be recording in the Studio 71 podcast studio. So we're really, really excited about that. So what I need you to do is tell your crew about our crew. You can find us on any podcast platform at Think Loud Crew. You can also find us on YouTube, Think Loud Crew. Don't forget to turn your notifications on and comment, like, subscribe, and leave us reviews. We love the feedback. Thank you for tuning in. My name is R. You can find me at R. Kyle Lynn. You can follow Shanan at Hair by Shanan C. And you can follow Ryan at Ryan Mykel.
It's time to ditch the chemicals with Caraway's Home's non-toxic cookware and bakeware collections so you can make healthier cooking a piece of cake. My daughter loves to cook with me, and I love knowing that I'm cooking with Caraway's non-toxic kitchenware. It's also designed for the modern home and features a chemical-free ceramic coating so food can be prepared with peace of mind that no hard-to-pronounce compound will leach into your healthy ingredients. The bakeware set has an assortment of non-toxic baking essentials every modern kitchen needs, so you can get to baking goods without any of the bads. The non-toxic, easy cooking, and eco-friendly is what sold me completely. I love Caraway so much. Over 25,000 people have raved about their Caraway kitchen, and now it's time for you to try it yourself. Visit carawayhome.com/think to take advantage of this limited time offer for 10% off your next purchase. This deal is exclusive for our listeners, so visit carawayhome.com/think or use code THINK at checkout. Caraway, non-toxic cookware made modern.